Hello everyone and welcome to another album review. Today we're going to be going over Geezer's self-titled album. This is an album during my hiatus that I absolutely loved, and I think I listened to this album maybe I don't even know, hundreds of times, just driving to work and everything. And it has a lot of the kind of musical influences that I love. The band itself is spearheaded by Pat Harrington. He's behind the Electric Bearded Doom podcast, which I also enjoy listening to. He comes up with some amazing bands that maybe a lot of us maybe wouldn't have heard before. And I enjoy looking at his Facebook page a lot too, because he has, he comes up with different guitars and pedals and just some cool stuff. But Geezer themselves, the band, when they released this album, I was absolutely blown away by the fact that they really kind of stay true to the blues. I'm a huge blues fanatic, and I really enjoyed the way that Pat kind of takes these riffs, tears them apart, and makes them into these megalithic, monstrosities that just melt your face off. But still, they kind of stick with the traditional blues riff and tradition and everything, which was really great to me. That's the kind of band that I like to hear personally. It's something different. Another thing I really enjoyed about this album was the fact that I'm a huge Rob Zombie fan, and for some reason, every time I hear this album, I'm like, wow, I wish Rob Zombie kind of would have made songs like this. I don't know why it just kind of comes out like that, but definitely with the heavier songs and the way Pat kind of sings, it's really harkens to maybe like earlier Rob Zombie or Educated Horses era Rob Zombie. But it's definitely something different than that and organic. But for some reason, it just brings it to mind for me. Another thing I really enjoyed about the writing is that it's very varied. Every track is a little bit different than the one before. And though there are faster songs that, yet again, kind of, maybe meld with like Motorhead or Woe Fat, for instance, that there are slower songs. And the thing that I like is the effects that Pat uses for his guitar tone. They really, make these kind of ethereal, bluesy, ghostly sounds that really are pleasing to my ear, and I really enjoy them. And I think too, not to just give it all to Pat because, he is great and everything, but the musicians in his band are really great. If you want to hear some good drumming and some good bass work, underneath that amazing blues, these guys really bring it to the top and create something really, really different. I think, to me, I always kind of gravitate towards music that's more cinematic, and Geezer I could definitely see, in a movie, at some point, if we ever get that stoner doom movie that we all wanted and enjoyed, these guys should definitely be on it, because they really know how to write, like music that is definitely ear pleasing and follows, like this epic journey that really it's so pleasing to my ears. I really like too the fact that the album is produced very well. I know I keep saying this in all my album reviews, but production, especially if you're going to do sludge and stoner music, is key. They kind of have like the perfect mishmash of both clean and sludgy. If it sludges out too bad, it's not quite as pleasing to me. And I really think that, because of the blues background and because of this sort of the post-rock, kind of thing going on there, it really does have that clean, but at the same token, it has all that sludginess that I've come to love. And it's really interesting too, because the drums and the bass don't kind of sludge out quite as much, which I like that sound. I really enjoy hearing my bass and my drum kind of interact with the guitar player. So if you're into, hearing a band as a whole and seeing, how great of musicians they are, Geezer really produces a great album. So definitely check them out. Check out Pat Harrington on Facebook. Check out Electric Bearded Doom. Please leave a comment in the comment box below, and please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to our videos. Bye.